But anyway.
Yeah. And if he gets anything wrong, there's another video on YouTube of me getting all the bits wrong as well.
Right, we'll see what we can do. Let's remember some of it now. So, we'll start the easy bit.
You fancying a walk through here, Bill? Let's have a look at
Air conditioning. Something Class 66s don't have, much discussed in their drivers. 89 was designed with air conditioning from the beginning, because obviously you've got quite a big cab window there as well, so a lot of, particularly when you're travelling into the sun, you get a lot of heating in the cab. But it also means that you've got a fully sealed cab, which means it's a lot quieter as well, and it's a much better working environment. Now the other thing you get is air cylinders all over the place. That's the ducting at the back there. So they're tucked in because there's none underneath the logo, so they're all inside, so they're protected. But you've also got the main thing here is blowers. So big motor, big fan. Now these blow down through there and down there, and that disappears down into the bogie underneath. So your traction motors in the bogie are air cooled. And most small motors just have a small fan on the end that turns as the motor turns. These have an additional big blower that blows a lot of air through the traction motors to keep them cool. This lot here and up to here, so all of that length along here. This is all the brakes. This controls all the braking on the locomotive.
Fair dues.
Now, it's very cleverly designed because if you look at it, you can't see any pipes, can you?
No.
Now, if you look at most locomotives, you've got like pipes like this all over the place, all knitted together, all wound around each other. But in here, what they've done, if you look at the bottom, you see each of the pipes runs up into this aluminium block. Now, you can just see it in the end here. You see there are actually two blocks bolted back to back. Now, inside there, they've milled out all the pipe work. So it's all in one slab. It's just one big block of metal with all the pipe work milled out inside it, which makes for a very small, tidy installation. So all the control pieces are just bolted straight onto the front of it. So rather than having hundreds of joints and bits of pipe work, you get this very neat, compact arrangement. So all the valves and everything all bolt on from this side. They can all be removed very quickly and replaced. So very good for maintenance and always works very well as well. So you can see where we've taken one off here for some maintenance at the moment. See it just bolts straight on the front there onto a seal. So, and that's the air going. We'll go through that hole there. So this does all the braking for the locomotive, all the braking for the train. It also has to work remotely from the DVT at the other end.
So is this compatible with the 225? Because this is the East Coast.
And well, the coaches anyway. So it ran on standard TDM multiple unit control, so that had to operate this brake system as well, so it had to be able to operate remotely. So that does. It also has separate locomotive brakes as well as train brakes, so that's doing a lot of work. No idea what they are. I suspect they're some of the linkages from the traction motors, which aren't here at the moment. So when we go outside, if you look inside the bogie, the bogie at this end doesn't have any traction motors at the moment. They're, I think, the links that hold them in place. This here air compressor, there's actually a pair of them. So that does all the compressed air for the train brakes and also for the control equipment on the locomotive as well. Ignore the odd bits of panelling lying around because they're just removed from other things at the moment. This big block here is, I think, the header tank for the transformer oil. This big tank here at the side. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. Then this block in here is part of the main power control. So The bits that actually do the work are inside, so it goes back, right back to the body side. These are the main links for the power control, so this is the switch gear and down to the... Coming out of here will be the power going down to the bogies, so you've got some of the... comes in through the back here and down through there. And again, you've got cooling in there as well. In fact, that's not the fact, it's the other way around. It's the opposite of the power control, it's the brake. Sorry, you got that the wrong way around. Because that's the rear static brake stack. So that's sucking air in, blowing it up through there. So these, they do go to the traction motor, but they're taking power out, not in. Go the right way around. Right. Expensive bits. That bit down there is all hand-built PCBs. So, because this was a prototype loco,
Yeah.
all of these were just built up, designed and built by hand. So all put together just from individual components. Now, if they'd made this into a production loco, all of this would have probably ended up on a little chip with a few other bits on the board. But because it was a prototype, it was easier to do all this because they could then modify them as they needed them and change them around. But it means we have 6 of these to maintain because there's one of this lot does one traction motor.
Yeah.
So there's another 6 sets of these. This one's been taken out completely at the moment because that's away being tested with one of the motors that's been repaired. So one of them's been overhauled. That one's had the boards taken out. And that one's as they are normally.
Okay.
So there's another set of those further down. This is the bit I thought that was. This is the main power contactors. So these basically switch things in and out. So that is basically a very large, very strong switch.
Yeah.
So there's a whole row of these all the way down here which do different jobs. Some of this is the TDM equipment as well. But as you can see, this is all high voltage, so...
Yeah.
Somebody's outside telling you need to come out and get your train.
What
is it you're looking for? Something called Loki.
Right, okay.
Actually, is it? Right. So, we'll do this. You need to move, go fairly quickly, do you?
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Alright.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, it's okay if Yeah.
Are you coming back later?
No, I need to. Yeah.
Alright.
Right, so.
No problem.
Alright, alright,
Need
thanks.
to do one. Shall we see if we can? Is there a wider section up there that we can squeeze into, or can you squeeze by there? Look.
Yeah, if you come down here, it's alright. Not long.
If we decide to let him out, that is.
Yeah, you can't get out this end.
Yeah.
So,
Right, your head up. This is great.
yeah, if you're careful and go down the steps, but
Right, shall we go back then?
Alright, okay, thanks.
turn around, both hands on the handrails.
Okay.
Go down backwards.
Whoop.
That's it. He's out here. Okay.
Alright, thanks.